Hello, my name is Chloe Folan, and I am most well known as one of the main aura readers for the Rainbow Bridge techniques, also known as the Soul Star clearing techniques, developed by the late Josephine and Norman Stevens. The Rainbow Bridge techniques are an evolution enforcement technique that also properly clears external and internal karmic imbalance, as well as properly and in graded stages in a safe manner raises kundalini energy over time. In the very blessed work that I do within and for the Rainbow Bridge community, it's well known that I've been documenting and tracking case studies of initiates, mainly subjecting themselves to the Rainbow Bridge techniques for well over a decade. And in the meticulous documenting of the causations of initiates, mainly working with the Rainbow Bridge techniques, some beautiful, unique insights were documented. In particular, how the 5-rayed soul star chakra forms, meaning ascended master Dwell Cool hints at a 5-pointed star that flashes above the head of initiates at a certain grade of initiation, but never went into extraordinarily deep detail spelling it out, so to speak. And that was one of the incredible insight breakthroughs that came through those meticulous case studies, was a detailed documenting of 5-rayed soul stars. The other unique, one-of-a-kind insight that came through was how the 5th ring of the heart chakra forms, the final 4 petals of diverged monadic force, signaling the anchoring of the monadic spark in the heart chakra. That was a groundbreaking discovery as well for initiates that are well versed in esotericism. That goes against the grain of the tradition of 12 main petals. So that was a groundbreaking, unique insight. And just overall, there were many insights shared as well. And one in particular was an inner vision way of viewing the higher chakras. And I'll bring up a diagram. All students and initiates that work with me are very familiar with this particular diagram. So we have the soul star chakra, and above that the triad chakra, the monadic chakra, and the cosmic ray path chakra. And inner vision wise, when I first documented this piece in particular, it carries a symbol that links to one of the 7 main cosmic pathways. There are other cosmic pathways as well, but just to give this a brief explanation. And when that was documented, meaning the symbol of the cosmic ray path chakra, it's a star map that reveals your starseed origins. Linking this to the cosmic ray path chakras was completely groundbreaking and created waves that this chakra above your monad, essentially speaking, is a cosmic logoic chakra, and all of the cosmic logoic information that it reveals. So that was a unique insight. And you'll find that yourself if you research this yourself, the inner vision way of viewing the light body this way: soul star chakra, triad chakra, monad chakra, cosmic ray path chakra, and all of the unique causations in between 5-rayed soul star, 5th ring of the heart chakra, how you build to your cosmic ray path chakra with the Rainbow Bridge techniques, all unique, one-of-a-kind insights. As I've been cryptically mentioning in some of my social media posts, unfortunately, there have been very dishonest, wobbly New Age grifters that have attempted to hijack and plagiarize the unique inner vision insights that I've been teaching and sharing, and in particular, For honest initiates that have no problem respecting basic copyright laws, if you are going, Chloe, where is the case studies that you were discussing? For obvious reasons, I kept all initiates anonymous and private, but all of the outlined causations were put into a booklet, Building the Rainbow Bridge. It's a PDF booklet called Building the Rainbow Bridge. It's free to download from my website. And on my YouTube channel, there is also a connected Antiqurana series called Building the Rainbow Bridge, where there's a few videos in that playlist where I answer FAQs in relation to that document. So if you go onto my website, and I'll just bring this up. So if you go onto my website, www.chloefolan.com, click on the welcome page. And if you scroll down and click here, Building the Rainbow Bridge, the introduction is given on the page, but if you scroll right down to the bottom, you'll see a PDF download link. And if you would like the FAQ videos, if you click up here, my YouTube button on my website, that'll bring you straight to my YouTube. Reference the Antiqurana playlist, and you'll find a lot of videos in that playlist, and I've got some more that I will be adding. But essentially speaking, the Building the Rainbow Bridge PDF document that was published back in 2021, and it's been circulating ever since. And I just want to see if there was anything else I wanted to mention and share. Yes, coming back to the gorgeous way the Rainbow Bridge techniques fluidly and healthily build the light body, I just want to come back to this diagram. So the Rainbow Bridge techniques, in a very healthy, gradual manner, builds you to your soul star chakra, triad chakra, monad chakra, and your cosmic ray path chakra. And if that's something you are interested in experiencing with building the light body, that will take completing Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 and a substantial amount of Rainbow Bridge Phase 2. But essentially speaking, that is what Rainbow Bridge Phase 2 is designed for. The Rainbow Bridge Phase 2 techniques are designed to healthily induce building to your monadic chakra, as well as dissolving external karmic imbalance, and also building you to your cosmic ray path chakra and dissolving any remaining internal karmic imbalance. So that is the causation of the Rainbow Bridge Phase 2 techniques. Coming back to Rainbow Bridge Phase 1, because for many reasons it's very important to do the Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 techniques first properly. And the reason why is Rainbow Bridge Phase 1, in a very meticulous manner, clears and widens the central channel and helps the chakras to sit into the body properly along the spine. And doing that in a meticulous, healthy, graded manner starts to clear up what's called inner vision and helps lay the foundations for the continued healthy flowering of your psychic gifts, as they sometimes get called. You can sometimes have inner vision with clairsentience. You can have clairvoyance with inner vision. You can have telepathy with inner vision. But essentially speaking, no matter what your main extrasensory organ is, it's fundamentally important to properly clear and widen the central channel first. Along with the other sharings in this video, I just wanted to give notice that my Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 workshops starting in June have technically booked out, and waves of gratitude to all initiates that have signed up. But due to huge demand and overlapped with the fact that these are my only Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 classes this year, I won't have time to offer my Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 classes until 2027 after this. So for those two reasons, I am opening up a very small handful of limited extra spaces at my Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 workshop classes. I'll only open up another 3 or 4 places only. So if you did want to work with me for properly clearing and widening your central channel and getting good, healthy foundations in place for clearing up inner vision, having good foundations to evolve your extrasensory gifts from. And we'll be covering a lot more as well. I'm going to create a separate video just with another separate announcement of a Rainbow Bridge Phase 1. But if you want to explore that properly before getting into Rainbow Bridge Phase 2 techniques for building to your monadic chakra and cosmic ray path chakra, and for reference, the Rainbow Bridge techniques have been helping initiates do this properly since the 1970s. So these techniques have been successfully circulating on an international and global scale since the 1960s, but it would have been in the 1970s that the Rainbow Bridge Phase 2 techniques were continuing to be developed to build beyond the monadic chakra. But if you go on to my website, www.chloefolan.com, and if you go to my workshops tab and click on Rainbow Bridge Phase 1, there are 8 2-hour Zoom classes connected to these classes, and all details are listed on my website. So if you do want to join my upcoming Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 workshops, please contact me through my website. There is a link to my Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 workshops in the highlights section of my Instagram. This has already been posted to my YouTube channel as well, and other social media channels and website. So please do contact me through my website, www.chloefolan.com, if you would like to join my Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 workshops via Zoom starting in late June. Gently again, I'm only opening up a handful of limited extra spaces. On that note, waves of gratitude and blessings to initiates who have already joined my Rainbow Bridge Phase 1 workshops. Waves of blessings and gratitude to initiates that are resonating with this sharing and would love to join and avail of the small handful of extra spaces that will be created at my upcoming workshops. On that note, 7 ray blessings to all.